Hello, lovely humans. Last month, I graduated from Stanford University with a Bachelor of Arts with honors in art practice, a minor in philosophy, and a minor in environmental justice. It's been a long and arduous and long 4 years, but also it's over. What? For the memes, I decided to make a little vlog to document some moments from my final quarter of college. A time capsule of sorts, a celebration and an elegy for the end of an era. You might notice that my hair is quite short. In fact, it has not been this short since I was about 4 years old. For some reason, immediately after graduation, I was gripped by the sudden urge to enter my DIY Lord Farquaad era because, as the wise Confucius once said, it's so confusing sometimes to be a girl. Sometimes I miss my high school hair, which was like down to my ass, but the past is in the past. I'm a new woman now. I'm officially a real-life adult, allegedly. You might be wondering, Jackie, what's next now that you are allegedly a real-life adult? Well, I am #blessed and #privileged that I was able to accumulate a decent chunk of cash money before college from selling my art when I was 17, painting in my basement during a global pandemic. So thanks to that cushion, I will spend the next year procrastinating on finding real employment and just pursue art full-time. I think this is what I need to heal not only my soul, but also my body. Living with long COVID while trying to survive the hellhole of Stanford was neither a funky, fresh, nor cool experience. So I'm hoping this art thing will allow me to work at my own pace and actually attend to my physical needs for once. If I tried to jump into a 9-to-5 right now, that would be RIP to my health and sanity. I am also #blessed and #privileged that I have someone to fall back on financially if shit hits the fan, which is likely. My electrical engineer boyfriend is working a 9-to-5, thus allowing him to bring in that tech bro salary. We just moved into an apartment together in the Bay Area, and I set up a little home studio in the living room in which I plan to suffocate us both with carcinogenic oil paint fumes. We made an agreement, #the art of the deal, that he would take on a bigger share of the rent and I would take on a bigger share of the domestic labor, which I am coming to learn is indeed very laborious. Like, why does laundry take 4 hours, bro? And why does half a day go by and all I've done is vacuum and mop the floors? Low-key, those women who did the feminism kind of had a point. Speaking of feminism, I feel a tad apprehensive about falling into traditional gender roles, i.e. doing voluntary tradwifism, i.e. not being a strong independent woman who don't need no man. But I'm trying to reassure myself that if it's a deliberate choice and not an imposed obligation, then it's chill, right? Maybe this is just the reality of what it takes sometimes to pursue a career as an artist. And if I'm lucky enough to stand before an open doorway, then I might as well step through. Okay, that is enough yapping from me. Let the vlog commence. I'm here at the Department of Motor Vehicles, the very heart of bureaucracy, to get a new driver's license so I can officially become a resident of the great state of California. I feel like getting a license is mostly symbolic since I'm so ass at driving that I barely do it anyway. In the past 4 years of college, I think I've touched a steering wheel maybe thrice. Passenger princess for life.
Now serving F016.
2.5 hours later and I've secured my temporary driver's license. Bruh, I did not realize I had to take a written driver's test, and I do not know any of the California driving laws. So while I was waiting in line for my photo, I was furiously studying on Quizlet. That shit was the trial of my life.
2 weeks later.
Special day! I have mail from the Department of Motor Vehicles. My boyfriend said I look like an NPC. He does have a point. This year, I was in the art practice honors program, along with 4 other people in the cohort, with whom I shared a studio space in the basement of the Stanford Art Gallery. We each spent the year creating a focused body of work, culminating in a final exhibition. We did have to write a written thesis too, but that was hella short and low-key irrelevant. It was like the side hoe, and the main hoe was the exhibition. I've talked about this in past videos, but for my thesis, I made a body of paintings centered on joy as a means of healing and liberation. Basically, I used to make a lot of trauma art, which low-key re-traumatized me, and then I burned out, so I started making silly paintings instead. For the installation process, I was assisted by Daniel, our lovely art preparator, and Gabriel, Stanford's gallery director. And by assisted, I mean that they did pretty much all the work while I mostly spectated. Lisa, do you have anything to say to the people?
There's no thoughts in
True.
my head.
True. Oh, do you know what I learned? We now have about a plastic spoon's worth of plastic in our brains. Like 0.5% of our brain matter is now plastic. So that's why my head is empty.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. The rejects. Camille said, yeet.
Do I push it in first or do I just...
It's easiest if you put the hanger actually against the wall.
Clearly, I'm very skilled.
Look at that. Perfect. See? Once you get it going, it's a lot easier, right? So, Jackie, when did you first start making art?
Oh, this is a good question.
Nice.
Probably when I was a small child. I guess my earliest memory is when I was in pre-K and I was the only one in my class who knew how to draw a star. So people would like ask me to go and draw stars on their paper, so I would like make the rounds around my class, and it was like a celebrity autograph.
Do you think you still have those skills to be able to make more stars?
I might.
Yeah.
I might have to practice a little. Bruh. Uh-oh, should I just give up?
You're fine. Yeah, that's good enough.
How about you? When did you first start making art?
I used to do all kind of creative stuff that I wouldn't call art as a kid, but it's related. I used to make these little like coffee can furnaces that would melt down plastic and like recast them in different shapes. I don't know, like mixing up different liquids just to see what happens.
You had that scientific dog in you.
Yeah, exactly. When did you first start making paintings?
I did my first ever painting in high school.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I worked at this nonprofit called Artists for Humanity over the first 2 summers of high school, and they basically employ local teens in the creative arts. So they had like a painting studio, photography, graphic design, video production, and the premise was like corporations and rich people would like commission them. Our paintings would go out for sale, and then like a lot of like companies, they would like buy them to like decorate their lobbies or whatever.
Dang.
I learned a lot from that program. It was really awesome.
Here's a crowd favorite.
Do you have anything to say about your dazzling dicks, your fantastic phalluses?
Not really. They speak for themselves.
What's your favorite?
I think I really like the one that I made first, which is that little one at
The micro peenie?
the end. Yeah.
Beautiful. Here is Greg's extremely lit penis installation, and here is my fully installed wall. Today I am going to a silly little award ceremony for a silly little award I got called the J.E. Wallace Sterling Award for Scholastic Achievement. It's given to the top 25 seniors in the School of Humanities and Sciences, which is like all the majors except the engineers. I high-key game the system and just took basically all arts and humanities classes for my entire Stanford career, and that is the only reason why I have a high GPA. It's a little silly, and I really do not think it is reflective of my actual academic capacities, but the funky fresh fun part is that you get to name one Stanford mentor and one high school teacher who was particularly influential on you. And Stanford with the big bucks pays to fly out your high school teacher to come to the ceremony. So my 10th grade English teacher has journeyed all the way from the great state of Massachusetts to the great state of California, and I'm seeing him today and I'm really excited.
Is it a video or is it just a picture?
Video, but you don't have to say anything, you can just like...
lanyard TOH. J.E. Wallace Sterling, and it's given to the students with the highest overall academic performance in the School of Humanities and Sciences. So we're awarding excellence of our students.
We all came to the ceremony with these short pre-prepared speeches. Each of the students got to go on stage with their two mentors, and then we all said nice things about each other. Kumbaya! The Stanford mentor would say something nice about the student, and then the student would say something nice about the high school mentor, and then the high school mentor would say something nice back. My Stanford mentor was my art professor Camille, who led the honors program and was my major advisor, and is mommy AF. Here is what I said about my high school mentor. Dr. Henry, who I'm apparently supposed to call Matthew now, is a poet, intellectual, quasi-therapist, lifesaver, and my 10th grade English teacher. He kept a jar of Planters mixed nuts for me in his office drawer when my mom refused to buy me groceries. He kept me afloat when I was gasping for air. He kept insisting, over and over, that I believe in myself. I remember pouring my heart and soul into a 10-page essay on Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. But like all my essays, I thought it was trash. Overwrought, yet underbaked. At that time, I knew only how to hate the things I created. After grading the paper, Dr. Henry wrote at the bottom, "I'm sharing this with the other 10th grade teachers. They're gonna use it as a model for students until the end of time. I may also print a copy of this and hit you with it whenever you speak poorly of yourself, ever." And then after that, Matthew said some words about me that low-key made me cry in front of everyone. And then after we walked off stage, we low-key had to get our photo taken, and I was low-key still crying.
How wonderful it is in the arts community that we get together to celebrate at regular intervals the work, the hard work that everyone has done. It's something really special about our community, but it takes so many people to make that happen.
The honors cohort went on a little expedition to the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art to see the Ruth Asawa retrospective exhibition. Ruth Asawa was a Japanese-American artist, educator, and Bay Area icon, known primarily for her looped wire sculptures that cast these ethereal abstract shadows. The exhibition traced her 60-year career, displaying her sculptures, drawings, paintings, prints, sketchbooks, and archival materials. I learned that she was also an artist who navigated chronic illness. She was diagnosed with lupus in 1985, which significantly reduced her bodily capacities. Stepping back from more physically demanding work, like making sculptures, she embraced drawing and watercolor painting, and found inspiration in the flowers and fruits and vegetables of her garden. Rather than allowing her creative spirit to languish, she adapted, shaping her practice in attunement with the limitations and abilities of her body. Museums are always really tough for me because I always get possessed by the compulsive need to stop and look at every single object and read every single plaque and wall text. It is so exhausting. Maybe it's OCD, maybe it's autism, maybe it's Maybelline. My professor and TA and cohort mates walked through the exhibition in 20 minutes and then went to explore the rest of the museum. But I was in there for 2 hours. And then we had to leave. In one of the glass cases containing Asawa's archival documents, my friend Pooh and I encountered the Ruth Asawa Artist Questionnaire, which, in my opinion, was very revealing about society. Exhibitions in which you have shown Whitney Museum of Art.
Hello, Sao Paulo Biennial?
Do you earn your living through art? No, housewife.
I'm just the bar, guys.
Okay, you're allowed to eat now. How do you feel about the end of the Orchestra era? Awesome!
Sam Block, trombone, BS in symbolic systems. He will continue at Stanford next year with a co-term in computer science leading to a master's degree. Cameron Camp, trumpet, BS in computer science with a concentration in AI, assume. MS in computer science, assume. BS in computer science, oboe, English horn, graduated with BS in computer science, cello. MS in computer science, BS in computer science, viola. MS in computer science, BS in computer science, also viola, BS in computer science, violin, MS in computer science, MS in computer science, CS computer science, in computer science lead. And to wrap it all up, Sean Moria, our concert master, graduating with an MS in computer science. Let's give him a big round of applause.
We got you something.
Yo, let's go.
Thank you.
Beautiful. My sexy summer. Dude, seeing you cry down there made me start crying. How does it feel?
Oh, that really got me. Like the first down, I don't know what people say in post-game interviews.
Do you want to say hi to my vlog?
Hi vlog.
This is Vanessa, our incredible photographer. We love her.
I love you guys.
Who is she?
You're so photogenic.
For real, for real. Yippee.
You're gorgeous.
Major bag alert. I wore Crocs to my high school graduation,
Oh,
so
no
I think
way.
it is necessary as a full circle moment.
Mine is crazy.
Beautiful.
Oh my god. Okay, Jackie.
Yes, Jackie.
She's modeling.
I'm still baffled by the prompts.
Beautiful. All right, we'll switch last but not least.
Yeah. Nice finger guns. I got that on camera. You want to tell the vlog what we're doing?
Apartment hunting.
You must
Unfortunately.
enunciate.
We're apartment hunting.
Yes, correct. What are we about to do?
Get another apartment.
Yay! We may have found the one, but we must compete. There are other tenants interested. This is the Hunger Games. Some yummy appetizers.
Sometimes I like.
Self-review of this food.
Very, very good. And cheap.
Thanks, Obama. I think we have to move here just for this. Drip. Princess Peach but furry.
What?
It is chilly. Welcome to Chili's. That's enough. They said no bitches. Annual tradition of wiping out on my bike. This scar is from my freshman year, and last year I got a concussion.
Are you vlogging right now?
Yes.
Girl.
I really thought I would make it through my senior year without falling off my bike, but literally 1 week left and I couldn't make it.
Sorry, Jackie. Get well soon.
In addition to the honors thesis exhibition, I had to make more work for my senior capstone exhibition, which included all of the graduating art practice majors, not just the honors cohort. I made this piece based on a B-reel taken at the opening of the solo show I had my junior year. This show was the culmination of my project called Family Tree, in which I spent the previous summer traveling around the country, taking photographs of the people I consider my chosen family, and then painting their portraits. So my friend Audrey approached our favorite art history professor, who is kind of a Stanford legend, and who also happened to be our baccalaureate speaker this year. Audrey was like, "Sir, you must take this B-reel on my phone." He was like, "Bruh, what is this Gen Z wackery?" Okay, he didn't actually say that, but he was probably thinking it. I used double-sided mounting tape to attach the panels together back to back, and then displayed them on a pedestal instead of hanging them on the wall, for the purpose of emulating the B-reel vibes. Let me tell you, blood, sweat, and tears were shed for this bitch. In abundance. It took me over 150 hours. Basically, anytime I wasn't in class, I was in the stew, cooking a bit too hard, in fact, because my right hand incurred a stress injury, which hurt for like a month, from excessive use of these microscopic brushes to paint microscopic details. Never again. Here is the goofy ass mock-up I made before I actually executed the thing. Clearly, graphic design is my passion.
I am personally proud of you all for cranking out the work this quarter. This is a show that really just like shines light on all of the interdisciplinary work in this department. We have paintings, multimedia installations, really deeply politically engaging work. We have photographs and graphic design in the vitrine.
How do you feel about our last show ever?
You know, I feel good. I feel good. No, I'm gonna be earnest. I feel good.
Real.
And I'm happy with what I made. I think that you made an awesome thing. I love to see you making a thing that stands by itself. I love that Nemirov's in it. I'm a fan.
Hi, vlog.
Daniel, do you want to say hi?
Hello.
Where are we going today?
We're going to SF. Here comes
Yeah.
our limousine.
Wait, that was such good timing. I didn't even mean to do that. We have arrived at our destination.
Yes, we have.
What are we here for, Alexandra?
We're here for an API month. Like gathering.
Yes.
Wait, what do I have to do?
Oh, you can just say hi.
Hi, I'm Tina, founder of Persimmon Acupuncture. Come visit.
What do you do in this space?
I treat clients, focused a lot on mental health and emotions, and support all body, whole body health. So I also do events and like featured artists, which Jackie will be sharing more of.
Yeah.
Strawberries are so sweet.
I know. What is your Yelp review for this fruit?
5 out of 5 stars.
Oh my god, fuck. So where are we going today?
We're going to Song's Open Studio.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, I'm Song Woo.
Yeah.
And I'm a painter and
We love Song.
Jackie's friend.
Song graduated. Wait, did you graduate last year?
Technically, yeah.
Gotcha,
Graduated last year in 2024. Now I work at Stanford.
Yeah, and she also is the badass artist that you see here. Whoa. Hello, my loves. How are we feeling about final hike for the hiker hose?
So good. Actually sad, but I'm excited.
Business on top, party on the bottom. Yup. There she is. The dish. The one and only. Kate and Simone, aka the hiker hose, are my day one besties. We met during orientation and lived in the same dorm freshman year. We established a tradition of regularly traversing the Stanford dish, a big ass hiking hill with a big ass satellite dish on top. It was one of those rituals of togetherness that, in retrospect, become landmarks, punctuating the passage of time.
End of days vlog.
It is the end of days vlog.
End of days vlog.
Yes.
Senior dinner food review.
It was good. Appetizers are fire.
Hello.
Hello.
We are
should do a camera flip, bro. Horizontal?
Oh, sure. I did not want
Wait, you're glowing. You're actually glowing, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Baccalaureate. Coffee.
I'm gonna shit my pants.
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
Doing a silly little vlog.
Oh, a vlog.
Do you have anything to say?
Uh-oh. Not now.
This will be a great ceremony, and we got free sunglasses.
So true. Do you have any things to say to the people?
Who are the people?
The people.
The people. God. Hey.
How about you,
Revolution is the highest form of love.
Yes.
I love Alex. That's what I'm going to tell the people. I love Alex. And he was like,
Okay, I'll do that.
I know.
To have space to reflect on our journey through Stanford. Do you remember gathering in this very exact spot 4 years ago? Do you? Do you remember?
Sitting here, wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. Since you've gone and left me, there's been so little beauty, but I know I saw it clearly through your eyes.
Welcome as our keynote speaker, Alexander Nemerov.
I think instead of what is unsung, of no notice, that stays in the mind, patient as a shore of stones. One such, one night last summer, my wife and I went to a county fair. With a roll of tickets amid the lights, we chose a ride appropriate to our age. The Ferris wheel.
Alexandra, would you like to show off the fit?
Yes. This is me and my mom. My mom made this beautiful leg for me. Keep the butterflies.
Drip.
Yeah, OOTD.
I am thrilled to start our collective celebration with a presentation of the SAPAC Distinguished Senior Award.
Alex has many talents and development. Alexander is truly a unique individual whose deep love, care, and compassion, not just for our Asian American communities, but all marginalized communities, is evident in how she moves and all that she does.
This is a joyous event and special because we celebrate in community. It is the spirit of togetherness that brings us into community. I would like to open with a short blessing. It's a Buddhist meditation on loving kindness for ourselves and others. It's a practice of placing ourselves in community and affirming our shared humanity. It's called metta. May we be safe and protected. May we be happy and peaceful. May we be strong in body and mind. May we live with ease.
Brian Bin Pham, Stowe Honorary Grandma.
Jackie Liu, Stowe Honorary Bestie Blue Secret Lover.
I see how it is.
Alexandra Tri Ong Win, Stowe Honorary Mom.
Are you an Asian American who just graduated from Asian American graduation?
According to the certificate, I am.
Wow! Goods acquired. Wait, put on the apron. Gotta complete the look. Ratatouille core.
Anyone can cook.
It's true.
supposed to do something. How are you feeling on this commencement day?
Relieved that it's about to be over.
Yes. Wait, excuse me?
Hi everyone, I'm Anastasia. I've been watching Jackie's videos from before she came to Stanford. I'm older than her. I'm like elderly, if you can't tell. And found her in the dining hall a couple of years ago. We meet again on graduation day. You're such like a beautiful storyteller, and I can't wait to see where you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Too kind. There's a flame that says, "Congrats, don't work for Elon."
134th annual commencement. Let us pause to mark this moment with gratitude and with hope. Gratitude for the deep and abiding connections we have fostered here. For those who accompanied, encouraged, and held us all along the way. Gratitude for the journey of learning and discovery, a journey that taught us to seek truth through knowledge, refusing easy answers to wrestle with life's complexities.
Welcome. Welcome to Stanford's 134th commencement ceremony. Today we are celebrating the largest graduating class in Stanford's history. You came to Stanford from around the country and from all over the world to seek a transformative education. Let's hear it for the class of 2025.
The world groans beneath ever-pressing challenges. Let this be a moment not just of celebration, but of deep resolve. To live with purpose, to act with integrity, to lead with humility. May we carry from this place not only knowledge, but wisdom, not only ambition, but compassion, not only credentials, but a calling. And so when this moment ends, let us step forth boldly, rooted in gratitude, radiant in hope, ready to become all we are meant to be for ourselves and for the world. Amen.
Inspiring to see righteous collective action in the spirit of recognizing shared humanity. To take action because you care about people. To take action because you want to protect lives. To take action in order to affirm humanity. I don't think there are better lessons to learn as a graduate of Stanford University, especially in this moment. Even on this happy occasion of graduation weekend, we know there is much suffering. Human-inflicted violence and pain. Human-made harm to the earth and its living beings. There is much to overwhelm us. So, the metta meditation on loving kindness earlier is a self-protection of sorts. The last line, may we live with ease, is not to yearn for an easy life. Indeed, life is not usually easy for any one of us, whether in the minutiae of our daily life or the span of our years. Whether you are starting your first job out of college or organizing a hunger strike, whether your parents question the road you are on or you challenge the politics of your university. This weekend, we celebrate a happy occasion, yet we know we do not escape the world and the moment we live in. To live with ease, then, is to cultivate our capacity to meet the moment so that we are not overcome with despair and so that we know what we do matters, even if things don't go the way we hope. This wisdom protects us and gives us courage. To close, I want to return to the metta meditation. May we be safe and protected. May we be happy and peaceful. May we be strong in body and mind. May we live with ease.
We will not rest. It's Rose that left. We will not stop. We will not rest. Down, down with occupation.
I got pop.
We have limited seating, so
Maybe we should stand.
Stanford is an uninvited occupier of the traditional and unceded lands of the Marshmallows. Land acknowledgements can disrupt the notion that colonialism was a distant historical event and draw attention to ongoing structures and processes of indigenous dispossession and survivance. Furthermore, we acknowledge the building of the wealth of the U.S. and its many educational institutions on enslaved and exploited labor.
Thank you for bringing into beautiful focus the horizon of a better world for all of us. Scholar, organizer, and ancestor Grace Lee Boggs writes in The Next American Revolution, "We urgently need to bring to our communities the limitless capacity to love, serve, create for and with each other. We urgently need to bring the neighbor back into our hoods, not only in our inner cities, but also in our suburbs, our gated communities, on Main Street and Wall Street, and on Ivy League campuses."
And strong bonds are forged in the joy of resisting horror. Cherish those bonds, formed during anguish and creative resistance. Going to college is often a great experience, but your experience is amplified by the fact that you're part of a worldwide movement for justice, for peace, for the end of racism in all its forms, for the planet's survival.
As we have borne witness to a live-streamed genocide for the past 20 months, 616 days, I have often asked myself, what is a university good for? Most days I don't know the answer. Some days my enraged answer is, it is good for nothing. But following bell hooks, if we treat education as the practice of freedom, we ask different questions. We ask, what did we, you and all of us here, make the university good for?
Que dirá Santo Padre que vive en Roma, que le está apoyando a sus palomas. Eso.
Many of you attended the main university-wide ceremony at the stadium. Now, as is customary, we're gathered here at our home turf. Present here today are students who are receiving their undergraduate degrees in art practice, undergraduate degrees in art history, undergraduate degrees in film and media studies, Master of Fine Arts degrees.
Jacqueline Liu. Jackie is extremely grateful to her besties, her professors, her boyfriend, and her eel plushie from the Tokyo Sumida Aquarium for helping her survive Leland Stanford Junior University. After graduation, she will continue to paint, write, and consume lots of extra firm tofu and crunchy peanut butter. Jacqueline has been awarded the Reina Gisa Award in Painting. Congratulations.
This guy right here is Enrique, who is the GOAT, and also my thesis advisor, and also part of the reason I even got into Stanford. During my freshman year, I went to see my admissions file, and for some reason, they fucked up and accidentally didn't redact anything, including the names of my reviewers. So I got to see that Enrique was the one who assessed my portfolio supplement and told them to let me in. Right before I graduated, he actually bought this painting of Matthew, and it brought me great happiness that a painting of one of my favorite teachers of all time was going to another one of my favorite teachers of all time. There was actually this mega rich big bucks art collector guy who was also interested in this painting. Enrique was like, you should give it to him since he can definitely pay more than me. But I was like, no, Enrique, I want you to have it. He'd been asking me to buy the piece for like a year, and he was the most incredible mentor to me. He pushed me to let go of trying to over-intellectualize my work and to follow my intuition instead. He helped me move away from creating with my head and toward creating with my heart. This was pretty revolutionary for me. I found a joy in painting again that I thought I had lost forever. When I was 17, painting in my basement during a global pandemic, there was a guy who bought a bunch of my paintings and then told me over Zoom, I'll probably just keep them in a closet somewhere. I'm treating them as an investment asset. I don't even think they're that great. It's just another drop in the bucket. That shit crushed me. Giving your art to another person feels like handing them a part of your soul. When I gave the painting to Enrique, by contrast, he said to me, I just love it so much. I just love it so much. I promise I'll take good care of it. I want this because I really believe in you and in your work. Bro, I was about to cry. There's this indescribable elation, this warm flutter in your heart when you see that something that you made actually moves someone. To see that maybe you created not just a painting, but emotion, connection, revelation, joy. When I first arrived at Stanford, all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, I was thoroughly infatuated. Finally, thousands of miles away from the toxic home that suffocated my spirit and poisoned my sense of self, a place that promised frigid winters and demanded conformity, I was enthralled by the palm tree paradise that teemed with so much possibility and radiant sun. But I soon learned that Stanford is no utopia. It's a regressive institution hostile to social justice, enamored with the capitalist promise of technological innovation, steeped in a culture of individualistic productivity, entrepreneurship, and achievement. Its history is marred by deep complicity with eugenics, neoliberalism, and the military-industrial complex. So I'm disillusioned and bitter in many ways, but I'm unspeakably grateful in far more. I'm grateful to the people who loved me unwaveringly and shaped me indelibly. I'm grateful to the teachers who showed me new ways to see and be in the world. I'm grateful to the clusters of California poppies bursting through the desiccated grass, adorned with petals so jarringly vibrant they almost hurt your eyes. I'm grateful to the strangers rushing to my aid after my many bike falls, to Joan, May, Rocio, and all the custodial and food service staff who greeted each day with tenacious smiles, to the lake basin drained of its water, whose well-trodden perimeter nourished so many friendships. These past 4 years have been terrible and incredible, beyond difficult and beyond magical. I've sunken into the deepest abyss of desolation and ascended to the zenith of bliss. I contended with mental illness, forced to confront the specters whose haunting I couldn't outrun. I came to know physical illness, forced to relearn how to navigate the world in a disabled body, forced to confront the fact that my horizon of possibility is not boundless, but constrained by the very real finitude of the human vessel. To live with chronic illness is to tick out of rhythm like a broken clock, so out of sync with all who surround you. It's to look out at the vast and scintillating world from within a confining glass enclosure, to catch only a tantalizing whiff of a sumptuous meal far in the distance. But I found my people who showed up for me, who carved out time despite its scarcity, who held me through the chaos, who wished for my flourishing as ardently as their own. And I learned so much, within and beyond the classroom. I learned about my identity and my place in the world, about the contours of my body and mind, about slowly relinquishing ambition and self-hatred, about vocalizing my needs to both myself and others, about reciprocity and interdependence and forging bridges across difference, about how to give and accept love. To close, I want to share an anecdote from a few years ago that has continued to echo in the hallways of my mind. One afternoon in sophomore year, the year shrouded in an inky black depression, I was lying in bed, blanketed by despair, deafened by the roaring emptiness expanding against my ribcage, tempted by the prospect of my own non-existence. Tears slid down the slopes of my cheeks, puddling in the hollows of my ears. And then I heard something magical that transformed my anguish into mirth. My chest hurt from the racking sobs, now joined by heaving laughter. Outside my window, someone started blasting that song that goes, "My neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack." I took it as a reminder from the universe that yes, life is hard. It's brutal and painful and terrifying. But that shit is also fucking silly. Two things can be true at once. And so, we go on.